Okay, so today we're learning how to multiply and divide positive and negative integers. There's a few rules you're going to have to memorize, but they're relatively simple. So basically, first of all, if you have a positive number and you're multiplying to a positive, hopefully, obviously, you understand that's going to be a positive number. Like 2 times 3, positive 2 times positive 3 equals positive 6. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so what if we have a positive times a negative, though? What would that give you? Well, if we have positive 2 times negative 3, according to the rule, the answer is going to be negative. So if you remember 2 times 3, 6, so the answer is negative 6. So 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Now, hopefully you understand that multiplication is commutative, meaning that you get the same answer even if you switch the order of the numbers. So if I do negative 3 times 2, I also get negative 6, right? So if I have the rule a negative number times a positive number, hopefully you understand that is also going to be a negative number. Like negative 3 times 2 equals negative 6. As you can see, you get negative 6 in both cases. So essentially, these two rules are basically the same. Oops, I forgot the negative sign there. So these two rules right here, get a different color. These two rules right here are basically the same. Okay, so moving on, what if we go on to negative times a negative? Okay, well that's going to be positive, so you got to memorize that. So what if we have negative 2 times negative 3? According to this rule, the answer is going to be positive, so we don't put in negative, and 2 times 3 is going to be 6. So negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And here, of course, it doesn't matter if you do negative 3 times negative 2, you're going to get the same thing, positive 6. Okay, so that's the rules for multiplication, relatively simple. So what if we have division? So if you have a positive number divided by a positive number, what do we get? Hopefully you know that's a positive number. Okay, so example, what's 6 divided by positive 6 divided by positive 2? That's going to be positive 3. Okay, so what if we have a positive number divided by a negative number? What is that going to give us? Well, it's going to give us a negative number. So what if we have positive 6 divided by negative 2? That's going to give us negative 3, a negative number, right? So what if I switch the order and I do negative divided by a positive? That's also going to be negative. So an example here might be, what if we do negative 6 divided by positive 2? That's going to give us a negative number, which happens to be negative 3. So I think we have one more. So we have a negative divided by a negative, and that's going to happen to be a positive number. So that one might be a little more confusing, but it's similar to this negative times a negative is a positive. A negative divided by a negative is also going to be positive. So if we have negative 6 divided by negative 2, we're going to get a positive 3. Okay, so those are the rules. Hopefully that made sense. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.